What's up, guys? JP back at you once again, bringing you guys day number 23 in my 10th annual 31 Days of Horror, a series in which we watch and review 31 horror films in 31 days, all during the month of October, leading right up to Halloween, and continuing along with our second to last Severin title. I decided to go with a weird one today, guys. This one is a doozy. So we have Night Killer from the year 1990, also known as Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3 in some territories in Italy. So this is an Italian horror film directed by Clyde Anderson, aka Claudio Fragasso, who directed Zombie 4 and Troll 2. And dude, so this movie was released as Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 in some places, which is just absolutely hilarious because it has zero to do with chainsaw or even any type. It has more to do. I could see if this was released as like Nightmare on Elm Street Part, I guess it would be 6 at the time, but Leatherface, no, absolutely not. So this movie is a little bit of a little bit of a Nightmare on Elm Street or a Freddy ripoff. But it follows a... Jesus, I don't even know where to start with this one. It opens up at this theater where these people are like performing, and it's a really weird and awkward scene. I saw someone else's review where they said that this was shot later because the film needed more like blood and gore in it and kills and stuff. But this killer shows up, and me and Dave Parker were talking, and like when the killer first shows up, like we couldn't tell if it was like a monster or if it was like a guy in a mask. And what I said was it's either a badly designed monster or a guy in a mask with a really good mask. You know what I mean? So it's one of those two things. Turns out it's a guy with a really good mask. Like the mask is pretty cool for a mask. If it was supposed to be a monster, I'd be like, that looks like a mask. But for a mask, it works. And he has these like claws, and he like shoves it through this girl's body. And then we cut to this other girl who's getting these phone calls, like these phone calls that are harassing and, you know, vulgar. And she like calls the police, and then decides to like rub her boobs for a little bit, and then the killer shows up, attacks her, and then we flash forward to her coming out of the hospital, and she basically has no memory of the attack, and that's it. And then she gets like harassed by this dude at a bar, at a bathroom, and the dude like follows her around, and then they hang out, and then she's still getting called by the killer and stuff. It is a weird one. I don't even know what to say. Like, it is absolutely insane, absurd. It's the weirdest thing. There's pretty much every scene in this movie feels like it was done in one take, and it does have that Troll 2 level of like, what the hell? I can't believe this was that, like, these perfect sequences of events, badness came together to make this movie, kind of like The Room or Troll 2 or any of those like so bad it's good type movies. I mean, I had a blast watching this movie. It is not a good movie, but I think everybody should see this film. It is absolutely amazing in all the wrong ways. So far, this is like the highlight of the 31 Days of Horror this year, because this was just something completely out there. I had no idea what to expect out of this one, but it was absolutely ridiculous. And man, Severin really came through on this one. I don't even know how to rate a film like this because it is bad, but it is so good in different ways. I would say it is a... Man, that's a tough one. Is it a below average in terms of a film? I would say yes, but it's so entertaining. So entertainment value, do I factor that into my rating? I'm talking through my rating right now. Dude, that's a tough one. This is might be one of the hardest films I've ever rated. It doesn't fucking matter at the end of the day, but I'll go ahead and give it a 5. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 with some room to grow. So that's Night Killer. I loved it. I thought it was so much fun, but yeah, not really a good movie. It makes no sense. Oh, and the ending is just ridiculous. Like the twists in the end make no sense, but that's Italian cinema for you, right? That's some weird stuff. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow with our final Severin review, and then we'll move on to our final company, which, if you've done the math, it's Vinegar Syndrome. So with that said, peace out, guys.